Let's take a quick look at our top story. Well, she's the queen of controversy and she has left the BJP embarrassed yet again. I'm speaking of BJP MP Kangana Ranaut, who today said that she regrets her comments that the 3 farm laws that were at the core of the farmers' protest in 2020 be brought back. Speaking to reporters in a Lok Sabha constituency of Mandi in Himachal Pradesh, the active politician on Tuesday had said that the laws rolled back by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government in November 2021 after massive agitations took place should be brought back and farmers themselves should demand it. BJP spokesperson Gaurav Bhatia has now clarified that the party's take earlier in the day. He said that Kangana's opinions do not really reflect the party's stance. Meanwhile, the Congress party has hit back, stating that BJP is yet to realize the grave crime. Over 700 farmers were killed. The party is insensitive. The Aam Aadmi Party has also jumped into the fray with Arvind Kejriwal using her comments as a warning for voters of Haryana and alleged intentions of the BJP, which he says are malicious. So the big question we're asking tonight is the opposition parties politicizing the matter, and is the BJP on course to face a dent in its voter base again in Haryana elections? Let's first listen to the reactions that are coming in on this from Kangana, from Rahul Gandhi, and then of course we'll get our guests tonight to discuss this matter in further detail.
पिछले बीते कुछ दिनों में मीडिया ने मुझसे फार्मर्स लॉ पे कुछ सवाल किए और मैंने ये सुझाव दिया कि किसानों को फार्मर्स लॉ वापस लाने का प्रधानमंत्री जी से निवेदन करना चाहिए। हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने वो लॉज जो थे वापस ले लिए थे। मुझे ये बात भी ध्यान रखनी होगी कि मैं अब एक कलाकार नहीं, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की कार्यकर्ता हूँ और मेरे ओपिनियंस अपने नहीं होने चाहिए, वो पार्टी का स्टैंड होना चाहिए। तो अगर मैंने अपने शब्दों से और अपनी सोच से किसी को डिसअपॉइंट किया है, मुझे खेद रहेगा। आई टेक माई वर्ड्स बैक।
नमस्कार। ये बीजेपी के जो लोग होते हैं ये आइडियाज को टेस्ट करते रहते हैं। ये किसी से कहते हैं कि आप ये आइडिया पब्लिक में रखिए और फिर रिएक्शन देखते हैं। यही हुआ है। मोदी जी, आप क्लैरिफाई कीजिए, आप इसके खिलाफ हैं या आप फिर से बदमाशी कर रहे हैं? क्या वो किसान के कानून रिवाइव करेंगे या नहीं? और अगर करेंगे तो फिर मैं आपको गारंटी दे रहा हूं कि इंडिया गठबंधन पूरा इनके खिलाफ खड़ा हो जाएगा। मोदी जी ने 2 मिनट मौन नहीं रखने दिया था, हम ये कभी नहीं भूलेंगे।
All right, so those comments coming in just ahead of Haryana elections, what to make of those comments and how will these comments of Kangana Ranaut really impact the party's prospects? And to discuss that in great detail and further detail, I'm now joined by Kailash Adhikari, the MD of Governance Now, and of course Neerja Chowdhury, political journalist and political commentator. Thank you very much, Ms. Chowdhury, and of course Kailash for joining us tonight on ET Now. To you, Ms. Chowdhury, first, my views cannot be my own. I take my words back. In fact, this is coming in from Kangana after she's been pulled up by her party. And BJP has been visibly embarrassed as well by the string of commentary that she's been making. And this one, of course, is coming in just ahead of Haryana elections. Will this clarification, I want to ask, will be enough for convincing voters to vote for the BJP? What kind of an impact you see her comments having on Haryana elections?
Two aspects to your question. One, of course, is the impact it could have on the voters of Haryana. Number two is, how can Kangana Ranaut make a statement like that? You remember end of August, she had said, and I was looking at it, she had said in the farmers' protest here, dead bodies were hanging and rapes were being committed. And there was an outcry. And she took back her words. Now, again, if she is to make references to the farmers' agitation, would she, as she herself says, that I'm not just an actor, I'm a member of the Bharatiya Janata Party, would she, as a member of the Bharatiya Janata Party, again make a statement on referring to farmers' agitation, that the farm laws should be brought back? Would she not have the backing of some people in the party? But the fact that the party has reacted, and she has expressed, she says, "Main khed prakat karti hu, I express my regret." The question before me is, are there two opinions in the party about the farm laws at the moment? Which one is the official one, even though she's expressed her regret? So that is the one question that comes to my mind. The second, of course, is the impact it will have. Of course, it will have a negative impact because the farmers' issue is a major issue. The Kisans have been up against the BJP. Does the BJP want to lose their support? The Jats anyway have veered around to the Congress party.
Yes.
Congress seems to be on the front foot. And at a
Yes.
time like this, I mean, what is Kangana Ranaut about? One doesn't know. Certainly, the
Yes,
statement
absolutely.
have a negative fallout.
Absolutely, Ms. Chaudhary, and very interesting points that you made about A, that is, does she have the backing of some people in the BJP? And secondly, about is the party divided over farm issues? I want to take that question across to Kailash. Kailash, what is your assessment of the overall situation? Because, I mean, why would Kangana, an elected MP, and I'm sure that she also realizes her responsibilities in the party, why has she been acting like the Sam Pitroda of the BJP?
Sumita, firstly, Ms. Kangana Ranaut is a newly elected member of parliament. She is gaining, I must say, experience of being a member of parliament. So, I mean, what she has said about the farm laws earlier in August and right now also, I mean, the party has always officially distanced itself immediately. And the party spokesperson has come out and said that these are the views of Kangana Ranaut as an individual and not as a functionary of the BJP or a member of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Ms. Kangana Ranaut has also come out in the public and has understood that what she has said is out of the party line and should not be said. And she has taken her words back, giving a very reasoning for the same. Now, what kind of impact will this have on certain outcome of the elections of first Haryana and other states where also are happening? And we are talking about Haryana because naturally the farm laws have a typical impact because of the farmer community predominantly in Haryana and the states of Punjab and the neighboring states. That only time will tell. But in my assessment, I don't see that a statement by a BJP member of parliament. Now, we are giving it a little high because she is an actress also. But if you see it in silos, Sumita, I don't see it as a great impact on the voter influence when an informed voter goes for voting.
So who do you think the voters are voting for this election? What are the critical issues for the BJP?
Sumita, when a voting takes place or a voter goes, there are numerous issues. There are ground issues. See, when a voter votes in a particular, at a center, it is different. And when that particular voter votes for a state, he might vote differently because there are different issues. There could be issues of poverty, there could be issues of inflation, there could be issues of administration, governance, infrastructure, it's about employment. So these are the main issues. What a member of parliament of the Bharatiya Janata Party, that too from a different state, spoke about a national issue. Yes, should have she spoken like this? No. But now what kind of influence will that have? I think we are just blowing it out of proportion by talking that whether it will have influence. I don't see any major influence because of her statement, and which in few hours in front of the media she has taken it back.
Yes, Kailash, but I have to disagree with you here a little bit, considering that the farm protest and, of course, this entire issue has been rather emotive, especially as far as the voters of the BJP, especially as far as farmers are concerned. Let me come to you on that point, Ms. Chaudhary. Do you really see the BJP now acting strongly against Ms. Ranaut, and are the BJP's clarifications that really have been coming? I think she's given these kind of statements at least 2-3 times. Are these clarifications enough? Will it really help in the voters' mind, at least for that clarification, the fact that the BJP is trying to distance herself from Kangana Ranaut's comments?
I think number one, had the BJP not been worried about the impact, it would not have got her to express regret. Then it would have just ridden the storm. But they've got her to express regret, take back her words. So they are worried about the impact that it could have. Now, there are a whole lot of other issues, and it may have minor impact now that she's taken back her words. But yes, it does raise the issue of should a member of parliament like her, a high-profile member of parliament, make statements which are not compatible with the party policy or party line. Surely the party must be briefing its MPs about what to say and what not to say, particularly during very high-stake elections that are underway. So I'm a bit baffled, to be honest. Will they take action against her? I don't think what action. It's not action is not called for, but certainly the party itself has to make sure that its MPs know what its line is very, very clearly.
Absolutely, and that has, I believe, been communicated to Ms. Ranaut several times. Let me come to you, Kailash, on that point. Now, Rahul Gandhi has stated, and I quote, that India will not allow any conspiracy of BJP against our farmers. If any step is taken to harm farmers, Modi ji will have to apologize again. In fact, he's also stated that if an MP like Ms. Ranaut has made those comments ahead of these elections, that the Prime Minister needs to clarify his stance. Now, that should that be seen as perhaps is the Congress trying to politicize this entire matter? Because if party spokespersons have already clarified, then why does the Prime Minister need to come in again to clarify that stance?
Firstly, Sumita, I don't see the need the Prime Minister to come in the picture and clarify. It is not needed. A. B. What
Is
Mr.
the
Gandhi
Congress
said.
party politicizing this?
Congress party, in the light of being an opposition, definitely it will try and take any situation to politicize, in the light of the fact that you have important states going to election in about a few days or a few weeks. A. B. Just taking cue from what I said last, Sumita, farmers' issue was a national issue where even the Supreme Court, the Honorable Supreme Court of India, took suo moto cognizance of the fact, and the government later repealed those. So we are not, I'm not personally saying that farmers' issue is not a big issue. It was a very big issue, and it definitely has an impact, and it will have an impact in the coming time. But my point is, Ms. Kangana Ranaut, everyone knows she's a newly elected member of parliament with no prior experience of being a member of parliament, of what to speak in public when it comes to certain national issues or being on the party line. I am sure that the party has communicated what kind of party stand is there and how Ms. Ranaut should actually speak in the public when speaking on certain very pertinent, sensitive issues. Having said that, she has definitely taken her statement back. Now, what kind of impact will it have on the voter while voting is an issue that we'll have to see in the coming time. As I said earlier as well, that there are supremely other issues which a voter faces on ground rather than just Ms. Ranaut's statement.
And we do hope that Ms. Ranaut recognizes the gravity of her situations, considering that she's now, a sitting MP of the BJP. Let me come to you, Ms. Neerja Chowdhury, for one final comment now. And this is really about narrative creation, really. That has so far been the BJP's forte. We've seen over these past 5 to 10 years, even during Lok Sabha elections, these narratives about, democracy getting demolished if the BJP comes to power, there will be a constitution change. These did pick up pace. And those presumably perhaps led to a dent in BJP's voter base as well. Now, do you think that the BJP is seemingly again on the back foot when it comes to narrative creation, because it is the Congress party that seems to be leading on that front, and BJP just seems to be issuing clarifications or issuing rebuttals?
Yes, that's absolutely right. In the Lok Sabha elections, for instance, this Kisan issue, the farmers issue, lost the BJP votes in UP and seats also in Rajasthan in that Kisan Jat belt. So yes, they have already suffered as a result. Now, what Rahul Gandhi is saying is, what does the Prime Minister want? Are they going to bring please clarify, are they going to bring back the farm laws or not bring back the farm laws? So that is what he's saying. But one word, I don't know whether it jarred with me of Rahul Gandhi, that, he said again, badmashi kar rahe hain. Now, if I heard correct, then that's really not a word that one would expect the LOP to use about the Prime Minister, whatever be the strong sentiment that he is and should express on behalf of the farmers, taking up cudgels on their behalf.
All right. On that note, thank you, Ms. Chowdhury, and of course, Kailash, for joining us and sharing your thoughts on this controversy that has broken out.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.